All right, and we are live. Thank you so much, Susan, for joining me today. Susan Brochin is a friend of mine for the last couple of years. We met not too long after the election in a group that I had formed on Facebook, um, Meditations for Persistence, and we became friends there and have been in touch ever since. And today, Susan is joining me talking about self-care. She teaches Yoga Nidra, and so she's going to show us how to do that today and tell us some of the benefits. So thank you, Susan.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks. So the first question that I have for you is, what is Yoga Nidra?
Okay, so when people think about yoga, they think about doing what we call the asanas, and the asanas are the actual poses.
Mm-hmm.
But yoga means yoke or connection, and whatever you think it is to be that place of bliss, right? That
Okay.
calm, that place where you find your center. And yoga nidra is a connection, and nidra actually means sleep.
Sleep?
But yes, but it's kind
Okay.
of a funny name because if you sleep through this, you miss it.
Yeah.
So the idea is it's a deep rest. And if people have ever taken yoga classes, most yoga classes, probably all of them, end with some sort of shavasana,
Mm-hmm.
that lying down pose, that corpse pose where you're just receiving. So, what this practice is, the whole thing is lying down,
Okay.
but you are receiving lots of little tasks, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
so that the mind will continue to be focused on exactly what the directions are, and any emotional state that you are trying to let go of will naturally let go because you're concentrating on it.
Okay.
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 So it's a deep, guided, multi-faceted, guided practice that really helps calm the nervous system. I've
Okay.
been trained by many different teachers of this.
Mm-hmm.
One is a psychotherapist in the Bay Area, and he ended up, his name escapes me sadly, but he ended up working with populations that had a lot of post-traumatic stress disorders, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
People that were maybe abused, or people who were in prison, or people, that have a lot of stress in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And he noticed through his continuous practice and his research that there was a tremendous improvement in their mental emotional well-being.
Okay. And it makes sense.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
totally. And it's become very popular in the yoga community as the stress of our time has increased over the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I usually start with a poem that's not really part of it because it sets the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Then what's going to happen is there is a practice with smooth abdominal breath.
Okay.
Then,
My followers are used to the belly breathing.
yeah, I know, it's good. And then a reminder that all you have to do is receive
Mm-hmm.
this practice. One of the parts that is very helpful is a full body scan or trip through your whole body.
Mm-hmm.
Start like, notice your right hand, your right thumb, your right index finger, your right. So the mind naturally has nowhere to go
Right.
except to follow you.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you're done with that scan, people really can't fall asleep. That's the irony of the name. And then I do some various activities like have an imaginary screen in front of your eyes, and then I list a number of objects and scenes that go very quickly that you can't, go off and think about your to-do list or things that people do. Some,
Okay.
you
So a
know,
lot of things to get your mind really focused.
exactly. That's the
Okay.
idea.
Mhm.
Then, then there is a guided visualization, which you know quite well from your work with meditations.
Mhm.
And I have several of those. And for this particular moment today, I picked one called a safe nest.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah.
which is building yourself a cocoon of safety around you so that you're able to really focus and really feel that sort of thing. And then once that is over, sometimes, and I think we'll do this today, there's a conversation with your higher self for guidance. Let's say you
Okay.
ask a question or something like that.
Mhm.
And finally, there's one thing I did forget from the beginning is something called in Sanskrit the sankalpa.
Mhm.
And the sankalpa is an intention.
Okay.
It's something you want to manifest, or for most people that would come to a class like this, it's to just stay calm in the chaos, perhaps, is one possibility. Or
Mhm.
very simple. Um,
Mhm.
Manifesting a new car, well, not as good. Some
Right.
something for the emotional well-being of yourself.
Mhm.
And then we bring that sankalpa back at the end, and then basically that's the practice. So it's usually like anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes.
Okay.
So
All
it's
right. Well, if you're willing to lead, I'm willing to try it, and hopefully, followers or people who watch this will be willing to do it as well. Because right now, you know that on my blog, I talk a lot about self care. It's self care, social justice, and I've really been focusing on self care the last couple months because as the crazy ramps up around the country,
yes,
the only way we're going to be able to stay involved and continue to push for justice is if we actually take care of ourselves, because we can't keep running on fear and worry and fumes. You got to learn how to take care of yourself and bring yourself back to center so that you can have some balance. You got to increase your capacity to be able to keep going.
absolutely.
Hmm.
And also if you're working with other people, you don't want to bring that anxiety into it.
Right.
You want to
Mhm.
present yourself as centered and calm.
Right, because you got to bring that focus so we can stay focused on the work.
That's right,
Hmm.
100%.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, if you're ready, look, I'm getting myself comfortable now. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Well, you could sit, or usually you lie down, but since we're hosting this, let's see.
Yeah, I think I'll stay sitting up.
Yeah, but I'll pretend I'll speak to your audience as if they're going to create the space and lie down.
Okay.
Okay, so
All
you
right. Sounds good.
and then we could talk about it after if you want.
Mhm.
Okay, well, welcome to the practice of Yoga Nidra, and you will be doing this for the most part lying down on your back. So make sure that you have a comfortable place to be that's undisturbed, and perhaps a pillow for underneath your head, a yoga mat for underneath the body, maybe even a bolster underneath your knees, and make sure that you're warm and cozy so that you're not thinking about that rather than receiving this practice. So, for today, the theme is building yourself a nice, cozy nest, a safe place. So, I'm going to read you a poem by a woman named Leslie Davenport. It's called Soul Wise, a blessing for the journey. When days rush past in a blur, may you pause to receive the simple gifts that life generously offers. When you are overwhelmed, may you rest in the gentleness of your own heart. When you are feeling hopeless, may your imagination hold a torch to unseen possibilities. When your mind is drowning in details, may spaciousness arise, connecting you to the sacred mystery that you are. When you are exhausted, may you be refreshed by vibrant life forces always present within and around you. When you are overcome with grief, may precious tears bathe your heart with salty buoyancy and comfort. When the world brushes you with harshness, may you realize that we're all works in progress and life itself is a learning curve. When nothing seems to be going your way, may you make room for the unknown, finding patience with your unfolding life. When you are disheartened by the suffering in the world, may you find the courage and strength to stand for what you know is good. When you believe that you are not good enough, may you discover your inherent value and place in the family of all things. May you receive earth's bounty to nourish your body, kindness to nourish your heart, wisdom to nourish your mind, and wonder to nourish your soul. There is always an open door to reinventing yourself. If we move with the events of life, holding on to our memories, but meet openly whatever arises and let go of the past, we discover that our life is more vibrant and free than anything we have ever imagined. So welcome to Yoga Nidra. We're going to start with something called a sankalpa in Sanskrit, which means an intention. It will be discovered by you in a few moments, and at the end of the practice, you will be returning to it. What would be best is to pick something simple that's not necessarily material, but is something that you were wanting to bring into the world. It could be bring in more light, help with inner peace, perhaps even resolve some family issues and relationships. Whatever it is that is up for you now, take a moment and ask yourself internally, what is it that I would like to intend for my life and this practice now? What is it that I would like to intend for my life and this practice now? Just take a moment, go inside, use your inner guidance. And the first thing that comes is probably the one. Take that inwardly and silently say that to yourself a couple of times. For me, it might be, I would like complete inner peace that is available to me now. Something like that. So once you have it, make sure you lie down, settle the body. You can bring your legs wide apart on the ground or knees bent, whatever's most comfortable. If you have an eye pillow, that's great, or you could just cover your eyes. with a towel or something that you have nearby. Let the body open and settle. The upper and lower rows of teeth are slightly parted. Remembering that this practice of Yoga Nidra is not so much something that you do, but something that you feel. It is relaxing completely with just a state of awareness. As you follow the directions, allow them to simply wash over you. The more effortless, the better. There is nothing to reach for, nothing to accomplish. Just relax and be aware. First, we will do a breath practice of smooth abdominal breathing. Place your right hand over the upper abdomen above the navel. Inhale through your nostrils, and your right hand will gently rise. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale. Then exhale as you notice this right hand descends back towards the spine. Continue to breathe out as calmly, naturally, and slowly as possible. Expanding the abdomen on the inhale and contracting it on the exhale. Be mindful of the breath traveling back down your throat. Continuing to slow and refine your breath. The mind and breath become one. Remind yourself for the next several minutes, the most important thing you can do for your well-being is to become carefree. There's nothing to accomplish, nowhere to go, no problems to solve, no to-do lists to make. Through long, slow, deep breathing, body and mind are more deeply into a rhythm of restfulness. Notice the body giving in to the pull of Mother Earth, and as you do, the mind smooths out. As the breath becomes quiet mind, the body and mind both emerge, and the body slips into this place of deep healing rest. Now release that right hand from the upper abdomen and place both hands by your side with palms facing up. Once again, tune into the gravity of the earth beneath you, softening your whole body. Feel your facial muscles relax, the jaw, the tongue, and lips relax. The eyes soften into the sockets. Sense the nurturing of your surroundings and the support that you have beneath you, which can create, as it will, a growing sense of inner peace. Now is the time to state to yourself your sankalpa that you just received. Create the right environment by planting seeds of gratitude, being thankful for every single moment that has led you here to this time and place, all the actions, events, and decisions that have contributed. If intention is a seed, gratitude is the fertile soil to blossom your dreams. Now, say your intention to yourself with the same 3 words each time, or the same words, pardon me, 3 times. Repeat the intention 3 times. See and feel the outcome you desire, feeling a sense of happiness and joy with it. Repeat the exact words with that conviction that what you desire is already here for you, and your resolve is reality. Let this resolution, sankalpa, permeate the deepest recesses of your being. When you are done with reciting it 3 times, give thanks that your resolution has come true. And from this place, we will move into a systemic scan of your physical body, letting your mind only focus on just that. All you have to do is listen and stay present. Begin with moving your awareness to your mouth. Become aware of your tongue, the lower row of teeth, the upper row of teeth, both lips, the space between the lips, the tip of the nose, your whole nose, both cheeks, right ear, left ear, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the brows, whole forehead, both temples, the top of the head, the back of the head. Let's move to the right side of the body, focusing first on the right hand. Right thumb, right index finger, middle finger, right ring finger, the pinky finger, palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, right armpit, right ribs, right waist, hips, right groin, right thigh, right kneecap, moving down to right calf, ankle, the right heel, right sole of the foot, top of the right foot, moving to toes, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and pinky toe. Take a big breath in between sides, moving towards the left hand and left side of the body. Left thumb, index finger, left middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, palm of left hand, the back of the left left hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, left upper arm, shoulder, left armpit, ribs, left waist, forearm, hips, left groin, left thigh, kneecap, moving down to the calf muscle of the left, left ankle, heel, left sole of the foot, left top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and pinky toe. We will now move from one side to the other, beginning with the whole back of the head. Right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade. The whole spine. Right buttock, left buttock. Right heel, left heel. The whole forehead. Both temples. Right inner ear, left inner ear. The roof of the mouth. Throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle chest, the navel, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, both full legs, right arm, left arm, both arms together, the whole front body, the whole back body, the head, the whole body. Become aware of the whole body. Take a deep breath. Begin to see left and right as two separate flows of energy, two separate lines of energy that meet at the point between the eyebrows, your third eye. The apex is at the eyebrow center. Don't force, just feel. On the apex, the breath descends from the brows out both nostrils and leaves the body from the tip of the nose. Imagine yourself outside of yourself, watching the breath within you. Then begin to let it rise from the tip of the nose up to the brain, down again and descending out both nostrils. Then simply let that go. Bring your awareness to the space directly in front of your forehead and imagine that there is an empty space 6 inches in front of your forehead. Remaining completely effortless, watch this space in front of the eyes. It's okay if you don't see anything. Just receive and be with the soft eyes. As your relaxation becomes deeper, perhaps you see something there. Perhaps colors. The key, of course, is to relax. Keep the mind still at the third eye and be the observer. From this place, you're going to receive imagery that you will get at this screen that you've been watching. The different items and scenes will be called quickly. Visualize them on the level of memory and imagination as best as you can. This practice will be similar to a flip book. Jump from image to image as soon as you hear the phrase. Let's begin. A red desert, a peacock feather, Buddha meditating, a panda bear, waking up from a good night's rest, a full moon, a foggy morning, awaiting a phone call, brilliant sun shining overhead, a bouquet of daisies, a very tall tree, hugging your friend, cool, clear water, relaxing afternoon, a burning candle, a temple on top of a mountain, a winding path through the woods, a vibrant sunset, taking a long, slow, deep breath, a cat stretching, a beautiful garden path, and then let that practice go. So the next part of this is a guided visualization that you're probably used to in a seated meditation or perhaps in a yoga class in Shavasana. The theme for today is a cozy, safe nest. With the intention of building a foundation of inner safety, build a cozy nest for yourself, spoiling yourself with pillows and blankets and any props needed to support your comfort. You're doing this just in your mind. See yourself, shuffle and wiggle the props beneath you. See yourself, settle deeper and deeper into stillness and rest as we begin our journey home to ourselves. Each part of you is a welcomed guest, greeting yourself with a feeling of joy, feeling the texture of clothing that drape onto your skin, feeling the comfort of all props that support you. Allow the back to drop down into the earth, more and more fully giving the weight of the body into Mother Earth as she cradles you affectionately into her loving embrace, happy to support and hold you in this safe nest. Now take your awareness to this space of the energetic heart located behind the breastbone and in front of the shoulder blades. Right there, picture a beautiful real nest, like a bird's nest, made of branches and shrubs and cotton, leaves and yarn woven to create a strong and steady home Within this nest is a warm bed filled with flowers, feathers, and grass all woven together. It's as if you are a lovely bird perched inside the heart itself. Hanging on the wall is a comforting photo of yourself from a time and space where you felt completely protected, safe, and secure, and at total ease with loved ones who support you all around you. This lovely photo of the nest emerges in your mind's eye. As this memory comes into light, perhaps you can recall that feeling of safety and peace within. Give yourself some space here to nurture those warm feelings. Please note that you can always come back to this place, this photo, when you find yourself in your life, in this practice, or in this thing called real life. Affirm inwardly, I am safe, I am sound, all good things come to me, they bring me peace. I am safe, I am sound, all good things come to me, they bring me peace. Now, imagine yourself back inside that nest by a blazing fire, getting higher and higher in a fireplace. Yellows, oranges, reds, rising and filling with the slightest breeze in this completely safe space. Higher and higher, lower and lower. Allowing the fire to take that which you would like to release. Moving into this place of fearless surrender to the higher self in the cave of your heart. We will now visit that cave of the heart, turning your attention to your heart center. There is a red mist billowing out of a cave, looking like a thick red fog. Searching for more self-knowledge, you enter through the mist of the red cave. Here, you will receive guidance or discover the answer to an important question. Take a moment and ask yourself internally, what do I want or need to know right now? What do I want or need to know right now? That itself could be your question. You can also ask, what is the source of my inner peace? Perhaps instantly an answer may come to you. If not, look for clues in your life over the next day or week, and perhaps you will receive an answer when you least expect it. Just trust and listen. Continue to receive what you need while you rest in the red mist of the cave of the heart. Getting ready now to return from that place of safety in your nest making the flight's final descent into the heart. Cuddle back into that cozy nest with flowers, petals, and feathers. Remember to gaze again at the photo on the wall, nurturing that place of safety and security, knowing that home is wherever you find yourself. It's a feeling in your heart that is open and there that you can access at any time. Now, from this place, we will return back to your intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Slowly return to that part of you that has been observing yourself during this entire process. That quiet, still awareness within, unchanged from the moment you took your first breath until now. Be that pure awareness. Move back mentally to that space in front of your forehead, the point between the eyebrows, a place where intuition resides. See a golden flame, an almond-shaped flame, and within it observe a small golden egg. Merge with it into your highest state of being. For you are that unchanging presence in the center of your being, a perfect luminous egg, your soul. Become aware of the body breathing. As you continue to let go, establish again a feeling of gratitude that everything as is should be as it is. Bring your mind's attention back to your sankalpa, to your intention for today, the one that you spoke of at the beginning of the practice and repeated 3 times. Remembering it as well as you could, trying to remember the exact wording, and if you can't, that's okay too. Repeat the wording that you can recall to yourself again 3 times to solidify the certainty that your desire will come to pass, perhaps in an unexpected way. Now give thanks that your desire has already come to pass. Happy that you have received it. Relax all effort. Take a moment to move into your power center at your 3rd chakra and see a golden flame right behind the navel. Feel this recharging you, your senses and your mind. Feel the warmth of the light expanding to fill the entire body. This awareness fills the breath and lets the breath descend down toward your feet. Still keeping the eyes closed, return to the room visually, seeing the furniture and your own body in your mind's eye. Acknowledge to yourself, I have been practicing Yoga Nidra. Bring awareness back to the toes, wiggle them, move them in circles at the ankles, the feet. Notice the back body grounding back to the earth. Return to seated very slowly and then sit quietly. Be sure to take your time, returning gradually to full awareness. Ground safely back to the here and now, moving off to your side and using the hands to come up to seated. Return slowly and mindfully, savoring this deep relaxation. The practice of Yoga Nidra has come to a close. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I have never done Yoga Nidra before, but I saw so many different elements from the types of meditation that I do
Okay.
in that.
That's so
It was like
cool.
several different types of meditation combined together.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. And I sort of put it together, with my own sort of things. Like I've had like all these different practices, and it's like, well, you don't want to do too much with people because then it's like they're doing.
Mhm,
But it's all good. You're stimulating the mind a little bit, visualizing, and so on.
mhm.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you. Some of my Patreon followers will recognize the body scan in my, my bite-sized meditations. I've done like a little 5-minute thing and where we do a body scan. We've done the visualizations before. We focus on the belly breathing. So all of that was very familiar. I had never done the thing where you imagine the screen in front of your eyes and then you see the different pictures going through. I've never done that one before.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
especially, we're working with the kinesthetic a little bit. We're working with the visual,
mhm,
that kind of thing.
mhm, mhm. Well, I hope that the people who are watching were able to get something out of it. I'm sure it's gonna be something different for everybody because there were so many things, that you
Mhm.
went as you went through the process. So that was really cool. Thank you very much, and I was definitely relaxed.
Oh, I'm so glad. And the I was looking for something that was apropos for these times,
Mhm.
and I'm sure that in some form or another, most of us are experiencing some sort of discomfort.
Yeah.
That's making it small, but even to the point of, more serious,
Right.
like anxiety, sleeplessness, things like that.
Mhm.
And this can really help.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. I could definitely see how even if somebody didn't want to do the whole thing every time, how they could pick elements that would
Mhm.
suit them because the body scan and the breathing or the visualization, whichever piece really works for you to help you to get centered and to, get grounded. I could
Right.
definitely see using some of that like before you go to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Well, thank you so much. Thank
oh,
you so much.
it was my pleasure. I actually, I taught yoga for years and years, vinyasa, hard
Mhm,
stuff and all that. And, when I discovered this, it was like a game changer. It's like,
mhm.
oh, I love this because seated meditation is not exactly for everybody,
Right.
right?
Mhm,
So,
mhm. Yeah. Yes. Well,
well,
thank you so much for introducing me and, my viewers to this. I really appreciate it. Thank
oh,
you for taking the time, and I just wanna encourage anybody who's watching, um, even if you've never done meditation before, if you've never done yoga nidra before, I want you to understand that there's no wrong way, okay? Just listen and just go with it and really just stay present and,
mhm.
and you don't have to, like, get it. It's just about experiencing it, and take the pieces that really work for you, the pieces where you really felt relaxed and grounded and focused, take those pieces and try those again, and the ones that didn't, maybe try them again too, but don't feel bad if it all didn't work for you, and so it's not about doing it right, and it's not about everything fitting, it's about taking the pieces that work for you to help you feel centered and help you feel grounded. All right. Well, fierce love to y'all, and I will see y'all next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.